Hello, the victory seat is mine. Anyway, I'm sorry for being a ham. So even though that I won this week, Invasion of Chaos is by far one of my most favorite sets in all of Yu-Gi-Oh history. So I'm going to talk about it. And then win or lose next week, Alex will talk about the next set of stuff. Okay, so Invasion of Chaos. If you guys don't watch me on my stream for my twitch.tv/Goshen underscore hardest level gaming, then you wouldn't have seen me talk about this. Okay, but I talked about it in this. And 112 cards is a lot of cards. So there's a high probability that we don't get what we want. But since we're doing side sets next week, following this one, we will be doing the starter deck Yugi and Kaiba evolution, as well as the what's it called? Invasion of Chaos Special Edition. So there's chances to pull what we want. So it'll just come down to it. First off, we have the boy. One of the main reasons the ban list exists as it is today. Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End. Its effect on screen is not the actual effect. What the real effect is, you pay 1,000 once per turn with ignition priority. Pay 1,000 life points. Send as many cards from both players' hands on field and on field and in hands and on field to the graveyard as possible. Inflict 300 points of damage to your opponent for each card sent to the graveyard by this effect. You cannot activate cards or effects during the turn this card is activated. This thing is very lethal, and whoever gets it first will probably win the game. We have Ojama Yellow and Black. Green, their brother came out in the last set. It's weird, but whatever. We have Soul Tiger, who's man. We have Big Koala and Death Kangaroo. His are some fusion cards. We have Crimson Ninja. We have Strike Ninja, who is very, very good, and he becomes meta not too far in the distant future, but he's here to do things. Gale Lizard bounces things back. Spirit of the Pot of Greed allows you to draw an extra card if you play Pot of Greed. Chop Man is a thing. Sasuke Samurai number 3. When this card inflicts damage to your opponent, life points, your opponent draws until their hand has 7 cards. That's awful. DD Scout Plane is really, really good for Chaos Emperor Dragon because when he banishes everything, you get to add it back. So that's cool. Berserk Gorilla is cool. If this card is ever switched to defense mode, he blows himself up. Yeah. And he always must attack if he can. Freed the Brave Wanderer is pretty cool. You can banish 2 light monsters to special summon this card, I'm pretty sure. Once returned, you can banish 2 light monsters from the graveyard. Target one face of monster on the field with attack higher or whatever and destroy that target. Oh, so he's a removal. Whatever. Coach Goblin is cool for like giant orc and stuff like that. The Witch Doctor of Chaos, I don't remember what this does. Flips like one monster card, your opponent's graveyard removed from play. We have Soul Release, which Soul Releases definitely might come into my, at the very least, my side deck next week. Chaos Necromancer is pretty terrifying. For every monster in the graveyard, it gets 300 points of damage, or 300 attack points, excuse me. This card gains 300 when it removes spell cards. Inferno, Fenrir, Gigantes, and Sylphid are the next series of elemental banish one to special summon this card. I hope that we get Gigantes. He is very, very good especially for the future when things start to go awry. But Inferno, banish a fire monster. Yeah. Special summon this card by banishing 1 fire monster. Fenrir special summon this card by removing 2 water monsters from play. He gets terrifying when frogs pop up because he allows you to OTK really fast. And then he also has the Yada moves that stops your opponent from being able to draw next turn. I do have multiple Mother Grizzly, so potentially we might be able to work with this in some other way. Gigantes is my boy. He is 1900. He's strong and he is smacking things, and if he's removed from the field, he destroys all spells and traps on the field. So it makes Alex have to think a little bit if he wants to get rid of this. But it's battle specifically. He can like Regeki it and it'll be fine. Sylphid, But yeah, you can special summon Sylphie by removing one wind monster from play. This card will be really, really good when Harpies start becoming running around doing its thing. Chaos Sorcerer is the baby version of Chaos Emperor Dragon and such. Banish one light and one dark monster, special summon this card, and it can banish one card on the field, but it can't attack the turn it activates this. Grand Manju, for every card that is banished, it gains 400 attack points. That's really, really good, and it's a common, so your boy is potentially going to try to work this into his deck if he can, but we'll see. Blackluster Soldier is the other big boss of this set, right next to Chaos Emperor Dragon. You see the beginning, the end. Anyway, he has 3,000 attack points. He also has the same summoning requirements: banish one light and one dark monster, and then target one monster on the field and banish it, but he can't attack the turn he activates that. And if he destroys a monster in attack mode, he can attack a second time. Drago is not that important, but I think he can attack directly if this card. If the only card your opponent controls are face-up monsters with 1,600 or more attack, this card can attack directly. So yeah, that card is pretty good as another dark monster. Lord Poison is not as good right now, but it becomes very good in the future. Grandora's kinda booty cheeks. Heart of the Underdog, with all the normal spells that we have, or normal monsters we have access to, Heart of the Underdog might not be too bad. We'll see. Jama Delta Hurricane is a fun card, but not very good. Wild Nature's Release is also pretty good if you can get on it. Stumbling is a card. Chaos Sand is meh. Chaos Greed is like draw for having removed from play cards, which potentially could do something. Primal Seed, if I remember correctly, is terrifying. If there's a Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, or Chaos Emperor Dragon on the field, target two of your banished cards, add both of those cards to your hand. That could be pretty interesting if we get access to other stuff. Reload allows us to reload cards back into our deck and draw. I thought that was I guess Dimension Fusion didn't come out yet. Spell Absorption, we gain 500 life points every time cards are banished. Big Burn, you can only activate this card when your opponent activates a card that targets monster in your graveyard. Remove all from play all monsters in both players' graveyards. That's painful. This card, if there are 30 or more cards in the graveyard, inflict 3,000 points of damage. Blast and Ruins is a fun OTK card, and potentially if we can do some shenanigans, I might consider this, but probably not. Tower of Babel does things. Curse Seal of the Forbidden Spell. If I negate a spell, you can't use it for the remainder of the duel, so that's pretty annoying. Changes appearance, takes out all monsters. Dark Mirror Force banishes all face down defense monsters, unlike its counterpart. Mad Dog of Darkness is pretty good. Neo Bug is pretty good. Sea Serpent is pretty alright. Terra King Salmon is not good in our format. Blazing Apache is meh. All the fire monsters are meh. Dark Magician of Chaos is another card that got errated and banned because of how good it was. During the end phase, this card was not during the end phase. That's the errata effect. Its effect in our format is, if this card is normal or special summon this turn, you can target one spell card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use this effect of Dark Magician of Chaos once per turn. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, after damage calculation, banish the opponent's monster. If this card is face up on the field, would leave the field, banish it instead. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is one of those sets that you want as many ultra rares as possible. Sacred Crane is a card that if I get 3 of, I will definitely be utilizing it in future sets. So it's one of those cards that will definitely go on along with me. Stealth Bird, if you can make a stall deck, it's kind of good. Balloon Lizard's not that good. Dark Triceratops is pretty good. So is Hyper Hammerhead. They're both pretty terrifying. Pinch Hopper is like the special summon from deck insect monsters, and I'm pretty sure it can special summon anything. Yeah, anything from your hand. Sorry, not deck. So you can special summon Insect Queen with that if you want to. Daedalus is pretty terrifying. Orca is pretty terrifying. Orca's little fish targets blow up things. We have access to Manju, so rituals are a little bit more on board. Ryokoki is terrifying because Pyramid Turtle special summons this thing out immediately. Stray Lambs is like Scapegoat, but it can't. Those things can be tributed. Smashing Ground is removal. There's Dimension Fusion. That thing is scary. It's terrifying, but it's a card. For all cards that are banished, you pay 2,000 life points, and both players special summon as many monsters removed from play as possible. This card is really good with Strike Ninja. Salvage brings back water monsters, Ultra Evolution Pills, special attributes, reptiles, special summon dinosaurs, multiplication of ants, plays ant tokens when you tribute things. Compulses in this set. A Hero Emerges is in this set. Begone Knave is cool. Curse of Darkness burns every time my opponent plays a spell card. Trap Jammer is in here. Robin Zombie, every time you inflict damage, send the top card of my opponent's deck to the graveyard. DNA Transplant changes the attributes of cards on my field. Holy shiitake mushrooms. This is a set. But before we move forward, I will apply wheel changes. And we will hopefully get to spin the wheel. And I know it says 2002, but ignore it. It's correct. Survey says I will get a... Dang it. Wild card common. All right, so what is the wild card for this stuff? I think... we will just grab, I don't know. None of these are really that good, to be honest. Not the commons, anyway. Screw it. We're grabbing another Blindly Loyal Goblin. Sorry. Blindly Loyal Goblin is what we will be grabbing. So now I'm gonna send it over to Alex, who will I don't know what he's talking about, to be honest, and I'll meet you over when we open some card packs.
Okay, hand control didn't work super well. I was hoping it would. I think the drag downs actually are what cost me the game. Put them in last minute and they just did not work nearly as well as I had hoped. But it is what it is. It was, if you're gonna lose a week, it was probably the best week to lose, because I still don't think, at least based off of what I pulled, I don't have anything out of that set that I want. So I would prefer to get the one pity pack anyway, which actually I need to redo because I only get one. So let's go tournament pack 4, and let's see what I get. A giant rat and a mystic tomato and a rush recklessly. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't. So let's go Invasion of Chaos, 24 packs. Let's see what we get. There's a lot to pull out of this, so there might be a lot of talking. Sorry, Felix, and sorry, viewers. Let's see what goes on. Gigantes. Okay. So there's a couple of routes I'm thinking about going if I can't get good Chaos cards. Earth Beatdown is one of them, and Gigantes is huge. So I'm more or less going to be getting rid of the Gravekeeper's cards anyway. So Gigantes here, big 1900 attack monster, potentially boosting him up even higher if I play more Earth field spell stuff. Knowing that Jordan's probably going to keep the Mystic Plasma Zone kind of scares me, but then we pulled Curse Seal of Forbidden Spell. I don't think this one's as good as the spell removal that I have right now. And while it's loading, we'll just talk about Chain Disappearance and DD Scout Plane. Chain Disappearance is a very good card later on in the game. I don't think it's too good right now. Oh, this will pull it fast. Monster with 1000 mouse attack is summoned, banish that monster, and then your opponent banishes all cards with the same name. Right now, I think Sangan is about the only monster that has 1000 attack that we're both playing. It's a good card, it's just not super good right now. And DD Scout Plane is let's turn during the phase of this card is currently banished. It was banished this turn, special summon it in face of attack position. You had at one point a banish Monarch deck where you would have Macro Cosmos on the field or Dimensional Fissure, and you would tribute off these monsters and they would activate or act like Treeborn Frog. It's just you're also banishing all of your opponent's cards, and they didn't like that. Curse Seal of Forbidden Spell, and spell cards activated, discard a spell, negative activation if you destroy it. If you do that, your opponent can activate spell cards with the same name for the rest of this duel. It's good, however, the majority of our spell cards are all one-ofs, so I don't think it's great. However, this is still, this is a good pack. Not gonna lie, this is a good pack. Let's see here. Cool! So, Chaos Sorcerer. Worst case scenario, it's decks either going to be Earth Beatdown or Chaos. More Chaos Sorcerers is not a bad thing. I'm surprised that Mad... How big are you? Because Mad Dog it's 1900 attack, it's a beast, it's a dark. So 1900 dark, that might actually be worth playing. Manju. Oh yeah, Manju came out in this set. I remember that. So Manju's really good. It finally, in like the past year or two over here, got outclassed. But it was like the most staple card in ritual decks. I think Stealth Bird was actually decent at one point. But you're right now with what we have, I don't think I can keep it alive long enough. Sacred Crane and Manju. So Sacred Crane is think of a special summon from your hand, you get to draw a card. People played it in like janky Utopia decks at one point. I don't think it's very good. The Manju's nice to see again. What I might end up doing is if I'm like, I have a free card just to keep, later on rituals get decent, and you end up having, I can't remember their names. I literally have them sitting on my desk here. You end up having the Megaliths come out, and that would be a really good deck to play against Jordan, because I don't think he knows how it works. What does Robin Zombie do? Okay, if your monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, send that top card of their deck to the graveyard. So it may have been actually decent back then, but it's not good now. Smashing Ground. Oh dear God, Smashing Ground was in this. It's everyone facing monster controls that has the highest defense. Oh dear God. And like Soul, I keep forgetting to point out Soul Absorption. You got another Gigantes. Stealth Flames, what do you do? I'm sorry, we're gonna get back to that. Gren Maju came out in this set. So the two of us are probably gonna be able to get Pod Desires pretty easily. I'm wondering if a Gren Maju deck would actually be doable if I kept it. I don't think so. 2 Lamb tokens, you got special summon other monsters. So it's kind of bad. It's not the worst. Another Chaos Sorcerer. Big Koala. This is possibly one of my favorite artworks in the game. But that's about it for this pack. I don't know what you do. I really don't know what you do. If the only cards your opponent controls are face-up monsters with 1600 more attack, this card can attack your opponent directly. That might be worth it. It's like a one-of just to kind of like blow it out. What does Griffin's Feather Duster do? All spell and trap cards on your side of the field. That's bad. Third Chaos Sorcerer. So we got that. Primal Seed was in this. I don't think Primal Seed is super good. Blacklist, both these target 2 of your banished cards. Add both targets to your hand. Maybe. Ultra Evolution Pill. Triple Reptile Monster, special summon Dinosaur Monster from your hand. It's kind of bad. This also had all of the, before we move to the next pack, this also had all of the other normal Ojamas. For whatever reason, they put Ojama Green in one pack, and then Yellow and Black in the next pack. Doesn't make sense. But they also put Ojama Delta Hurricane in this pack. I wish that deck would work. Curse of Darkness? I've never seen it played, so I'm not even gonna bother looking at it. I think this is actually just a bad pack. I see another Gigantes. That's good. I have seen this card, Mataza the Zapper. Card makes second attack during each battle phase. Control this card cannot switch. So if you have a way of boosting it up, right, that is a potentially big monster that can attack twice. So that's not a bad card to have, at least for right now. We got another dog, we got another Manju, we got another Ojama Yellow. But other than that, I don't think this pack is super good. Okay, guys, we're starting to get to the point of like, I just need the big guns. Another Grand Maju, not bad. Thunder Crash, I've seen this before. It's a end of game burn. I don't think there's anything. Self-destruct button. Okay, that's something to talk about. If this card when your life points are lower than your opponent's life points, the difference is 7,000 points or more. Both players' life points become 0. I don't think this is playable, but it's funny if you really want to force out a draw. We're on pack 16. Okay, Big Burn. There's another hollow. Sometimes it's over here, sometimes it's over here. That makes no sense. But what does Big Burn do? This card, when your opponent activates a card that targets a monster in your graveyard, remove from play all monsters in both. Oh my god. Okay. That's a thing. Molten Zombie, especially from the graveyard, draw a card. Not super good. Not bad though, by any means. More Smashing Grounds are definitely accepted. Invader of Darkness. Do you know what this could have been? Do any of us know what this could have been? This could have been Chaos Emperor. It could have been. It wasn't. Oh, that's making me kind of upset. What's this card? Getsu Fuma? Battles a fiend or zombie monster, so monster damage step. He does play. That might be worth it. That might actually be worth it against him. What does Energy Drain do? So monster you control gains 200 attack defense for each card your opponent currently has in their hand until the end of this turn. No, not worth it. I don't. Chaos Seed, I need to read this, but I don't think anything else here. I'm sorry, Chaos Greed. They describe if you have 4 more cards that are currently moved from play and there are no cards in your graveyard, draw 2 cards from your deck. Nope. Smashing Ground. We definitely have a play set of that now. Levia. I'm not even gonna look at this thing. It's not worth it. Change battles from monsters on the field. Eh. We got 2 secrets, and they're both Invader of Darkness. What the hell? It's just telling me Jordan's getting a Chaos Emperor Dragon. This was just bad. This was honestly just bad. Like, I can't go the Earth route that I wanted to go. I can't really go the Chaos route that I wanted to go. Unless, I mean, I can play 3 Chaos Sorcerer. But this was just bad. So, I'm going to see what I can do. I may actually stick with hand control. See if I can rip out the Chaos monsters from his hand. Because this is just bad. I'm going to have to stay on Necro Valley. I'm going to have to. So he can't banish stuff and summon his Chaos monsters. Okay. We'll see what I can do with this. See what I can make out of it. And see if there's anything that can actually be done. I will see you guys with the deck profile next.
All right, so let's open up 24 packs of Invasion of Chaos. I'm nervous. Whoa, let's go. Dark Magician of Chaos to start it off. That's what I like to see. And a Gigantes and a Maju. And a Grand Maju is okay too, I guess. But Real Koki is pretty good. If I don't get anything else, I guess I'm okay with this. I guess. All right. Meh. Sylphid is fun. Sylphid's not fun enough to get multiples of it. Berserk Gorilla is cool. Heart of the Underdog, Sacred Cane, Chaos Sorcerer, all good things, all good things. Alright, another Chaos Sorc. I can work with multiples, especially if I don't get the big boys. Alright, Enraged Battle Ox is cool, Smashing Ground is pretty good. Stray Lambs is interesting, but not good. Another Gigantes as well. Compulse, all right. Funerary, cool. Sacred Crane, good. All right. A Hero Emerges is pretty good, actually. Like, actually. Okay. I'm sorry, Alex. I just win. There's only one way this could be better. Another secret rare, meh. And the Heart of the Underdog is pretty cool too. Meh. Oh my gosh! Alex just loses. It's over. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I got another Sacred Crane, another Smashing Ground. I got the Strike Ninja. It's one, but Strike Ninja's pretty good, if I do say so myself. Alright. Another Sacred Crane, another Smashing Ground. I think that gives me 3 Smashing Grounds. And another Manju of the 10,000 Hands, which is meh, but I'll take it. DD Scout Plane is pretty good. That is pretty good. Ryokoki Mad Dog of Darkness is actually not bad. Like, for real. A 3rd Chaos Orc. I don't know if 3 is good, but we'll see. Amatsu the Zapper. Okay. You know, okay. No, I want to see what I pulled. A 4th Chaos Orc. Alright. I'm about to wreck Alex's day.
I know we opened up a lot of stuff, and I know there were many things I could have done with this deck, but I don't think it's worth it. So hear me out on this. I opened 3 Chaos Sorcerer. I didn't open BLS, I didn't open Chaos Emperor, and I really doubt either of us would have opened up 2 of any of them. But knowing that Jordan would have probably opened the Chaos Sorcerers as well, and I'm pretty sure he opened up one of the other 2, I could be playing on the back burner and just like, please, dear God, do not let him search these or open these, or I don't know if they can search, but please don't let him open them or play a deck that's going to keep him from being able to use them. And I think that was actually a better choice. So I'm playing Gravekeepers again. We're going to hope it works. It should work. I've been tempted on really just like taking out this engine because if he has a Chaos Monster, like Spirit Reaper's not going to do anything. But at the same time, if he doesn't have a Chaos Monster, he's not going to be on Gravekeepers. I know he's not going to be on Gravekeepers. He's going to be on the Mystic Tomatoes, these 2, and like Shining Angel, and he's probably going to have a 40 card deck so he can see his Chaos Monsters as much as possible. That I really think that's what's going to happen here. So what I'm trying to do with this is I'm trying to have as many outs as I can. So if we go, BLS has 2,500 defense, and I'm pretty sure Chaos Emperor Dragon also has 25. Yep, they have the same stats. So this Tsukiyomi's good. It's not great. I really have to have like that spell removal, so I'm kind of tempted on siding this and playing Nobleman of Extermination, because I don't care if I discard a card as long as I get rid of one of his. And plus, this could actually work in tandem with Red of Spirit. But, it is what it is. I'm not playing the hand control because I really don't think I'm going to win the die roll. I am playing the Royal Tributes, but I'm siding these because I don't think I'm going to win the die roll. If I know I'm going first, they're definitely going in. They are just fantastic cards. I am playing the 3 Smashing Grounds. I gotta get rid of monsters. I gotta go back to like what I was doing earlier and just get rid of his stuff. So, we'll hope this works. I still definitely have the biggest body because he doesn't have Injection Fairy Lily, but now he's going to have monsters that can just get rid of it, and knowing him, he's playing Chaos. So we'll see how this works. I don't have any tributes for the Snatch Steel or for the Change of Heart, but I'm really kind of hoping those can just be game enders. If he's putting out 3,000 bodies, I'm really hoping those can just be game enders. We'll see. I'm not confident at all. with this deck, or with how this game's going to go. I'm not confident. I'll be completely honest with you. There's a lot of stuff he could have done to open better than me. We'll just have to see how this game goes. See you guys in the duel.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my deck. And so after a few hours of testing and playing around and farting around, this is what I've decided to go with. Shocker, right? So let's just jump into the card by card, and I will explain my thought process as best I can afterwards. So we're going with the Chaos build. Obviously, your boy pulled nuts, so why wouldn't I? We will go with Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the beginning. Banish 1 light and 1 dark monsters, special summon him, and then he can, once per turn, he can either target one monster on the field, banish it, or it can, if it destroys a monster in battle, it can attack again for a second time. Chaos Emperor, Dragon, Envoy of the End. Same summoning requirement as his brethren right here, except if I pay 1,000 life points, I can nuke the board and discard all cards from our hands to the graveyard, and Alex will take 300 points of damage for each card sent. Each card on his side of the field and his hand sent. Chaos Sorcerer, same summoning requirements as the other two, except he can target one card on the field and banish it. DD Scout playing, if this card is removed from play for any reason, it comes back. Dark Magician of Chaos, if this card is special summoned, or if this card is summoned, period, then it can, not summoned, period. If it's normal or special summoned, it can target one spell card in the graveyard and add it to my hand. If it destroys a monster by battle, it's automatically banished, and if it's sent to the graveyard, it is banished instead. This Feral Imp, I can set this card. If it's flip face up, I can target one card in my graveyard and add it to my deck. I added this one in because Alex isn't used to me playing a lot of defensive monsters other than Magician of Faith. And if he's very heavy on the Necro Valley run, then I'll just do that. I'll side them out, but yeah, whatever. Fiber Jar, if the game's not going favorably for me, we'll just reset the game. It's whatever. Ginzo says no to traps. Magician of Faith adds spell card back. The Mystic Tomato, cycle out all the dark monsters, all the weaker dark monsters in my deck. Sangin searches out anybody that's 1500 or less. Shining Angel does the same thing as Mystic Tomato, but for light monsters. Spirit Reaper, actually, yeah, I think, never mind, ignore me. Spirit Reaper, can't be destroyed by battle. If it's targeted by anything, essentially, it'll destroy itself. Thunder Dragon searches out 2 more Thunder Dragons. I added this back in. If you guys saw the other earlier episodes, I would add this in for a myriad of different reasons. But this week it's in here for 2 reasons. One, it gives me food for my Chaos monsters up here. And then also, if I so choose, I can add 2 to my hand and then dump them for Graceful Charity. We have White Magical Hats. He does the same thing as Spirit Reaper. When it attacks and does battle damage, it dumps a card from my opponent's hand. This is a little bit better than Spirit Reaper, although Spirit Reaper can't be destroyed in battle. White Magical Hats is just a little bit stronger. Witch of the Black Forest searches anybody out with 1500 or less. That's Ginzo and all the other monsters minus these 4 big boys up here. And White Dragon Head, he's just another monster that I can search off of Shining Angel. He's a little bit stronger. And then so that's why I went with him. We have Book of Moon as our spell cards. Change of Heart to steal a monster for whatever reason I choose to steal a monster for. Dark Hole to clear the board. Giant Trunade to suck up all spells and traps. Graceful Charity, draw 3, discard 2. Heavy Storm to destroy all spells and traps on the field. Monster Born to bring back any monster in either player's graveyard. 2 Mystical Space Typhoon to pop any spells and traps that I might not want to be bothered with. Nobleman to cross out. Target 1 face down monster my opponent controls, and then banish that and all copies of it if it's a flip effect monster. Nobleman of Extermination, target 1 face down spell or trap card, banish it. If it's a trap card and Alec or both of us have multiple copies of that trap card, it's gone. Pot of Greed, draw 2 cards. Simple enough. Premature Burial, pay 800 life points, bring back a monster. Compulse to bounce something back up to Alex's hand if I don't like it. This is not as good with priority running around, but it can be useful. Magic Cylinder, if Alex attacks into me, I can send that attack back at him. Reckless Greed to draw 3 cards, and since I can't draw for the next 2 draw phases. But if I have multiples, the penalty doesn't stack, so they just kind of fuse together and they meet the same requirement. Well, Boku, I just take no battle damage and monsters can't be destroyed in battle if I activate this. And then Magic Drain, if Alex activates a magic card that I don't like, I'll just simply flip this, negate it unless he dumps a spell card to stop the negation of the Magic Drain. Whatever. Alright, now for the side deck. I am keeping my Gravekeeper package, except I went I took one away for Spear Soldier. Just because it just seemed like the better option to reduce to 1. Or, sorry, reduce to 2. We have Strike Ninja here. If my cards are not doing the best, if Alex just like, I don't know, like prohibitions me and the hand destructions me to death, I can bring in Strike Ninja to banish 2 dark monsters and he can like dodge things. I don't know. Even though I've seen this deck, the Strike Ninja deck in action, I can't my brain can't quite process how this card was so good. But whatever. Try Infecting Virus. I can discard 1 card from my hand, declare 1 type, destroy all monsters on the all face-up monsters of the declared type on the field. Cold Wave. If Alex is running a lot of traps, I'll just add this in to fuse around Genzo to be able to do some shenanigans. Metamorphosis. I can tribute 1 monster and special summon a monster on the field with the same level as the tributed monster. I can't quite use this yet because the only like good targets I have for this is to combine it with Scapegoat as of right now. I guess I could combine it with Magician of Faith if I so needed to, which could come up. You never know. But yeah, Thousand Eyes Strix is the only thing that I have as of right now. In the future, we'll get access to like other big monsters that we can utilize to circle around, but right now we don't have it. We have Smashing Ground, destroy 1 face-up monster with the highest defense. So if Alex does get access to one of these big boys, then we can somewhat play around it. Terraforming to search out our field spells. Magic Drain to there's shenanigans afoot. Magic Drain, just a second copy if I need it. Scapegoat to defend if I so choose to defend with it, and Mystic Plasma Zone. And then my side deck is inconsequential, but I'll tell you it anyway. We have 1 Black Skull Dragon, 1 Cybersaurus, 1 Dark Paladin, 3 Dark Fire Dragons, a Deep Sea Shark, Punished Eagle, and 1,000 Eyes Restrict. And that'll wrap up our deck today. I don't think Alex pulled that well, and I hope that it will guide us to a 3-peat. Just because Alex needs this butt whooping. He's been asking for it for a while, and I was like, in my whole heart of hearts, I was like, I will pull what I want in this set, and it happened for us. So I hope you guys enjoy and get your game on. What's up, everybody? Alex, you excited?
Yeah, despair. Yeah, I'm fine. We can go ahead.
Alright, how did you pull?
It depends.
Depends on...
It definitely could have been worse.
Oh no, I feel like this is one of the better sets of the DM era. I don't know if you can pull like awfully. It might not be what you want, but every good card in the set is good cards. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, but I could have definitely pulled what is it? Gravity, nothing but Gravity Bind for the common, and nothing but whatever the crappiest rare is in the set, and just pulled all that. I could have done that.
No, I'm pretty sure the way the program's set up won't allow for that.
It might. It might. I'm not sure about that. It actually might.
Alright, man, let's get into this RPS. Alright.
Oh, hell yes.
Damn.
Okay. So something I even said in my deck profile, I don't think I'm going to win RPS. I really thought I wasn't going to win that. Okay, so do you have anything in standby?
If you don't go, draw off a turn, sir.
Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna activate Graceful Charity.
Graceful Charity's fine.
Okay, not what I wanted to see. Not bad, but not what I wanted to see. This isn't, so let's just discard 2 cards.
Yep.
Yeah, neither of these is gonna help me right now. So, goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh my, okay.
And set.
Alright. I shall draw, my good sir. I shall draw. And I guess I will fire off my own Graceful Charity if you don't mind.
Ash Blossom?
Oh, yeah, no, okay. You made me think that you was actually gonna negate it, and I was like, wait, well, oh snap. Oh no. Alright,
I wish Ash Blossom. That would just be like, just imagine if Ash Blossom was printed all the way back that like in this set. And like, oh yeah, we had hand traps all the way back then. Like, how weird the game would be. I hate that discard.
I thought you might. But I'll
Come on,
also
just discard a light monster. Okay.
No.
Discard the light monster.
No, we're not that good at Yugioh.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Now here's where you discard the Thunder Dragon.
No. I'm a normal summon Mystic
Okay.
Tomato and attack into this big butt thing that I know that I'm about to hit. Oh, I did not. What did I just do?
I mean, if you want to re-special summon that tomato,
Okay. I'm so glad that it went to the top. I was like, I don't know where that went. Alright.
okay. So we're going to give you 600 damage
Okay.
and use the effect.
Yep.
The effect is pretty good.
Alright. Yep. Alright, main phase 2. We will set.
Jesus Christ.
Set. Not respecting MSTE or heavy storm at all.
Stand by me.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate Smash and Grab.
I figured as much. I figured that was coming in place of your whatchamacallit.
I know you don't have Mirror Force, so we're just going to normal summon Mystic Tomato.
Alrighty then, sir.
And go Battle Phase.
I do have this Woboku though.
Ah, you see, that does work. And I'll pass turn.
Alright. I shall draw for turn, my good sir. I shall draw for turn. And I guess I'll just fire this Reckless Greed if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Make sure you toggle the auto draw.
Yep. Oh shoot.
I've literally gone to EDO. Like when I started, it was Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, I think, or whatever it was.
Oh,
I literally
Ignis.
went to that because someone went Reckless Greed and they didn't toggle and they drew for turn. I was like, hey, you don't get that draw, and they were like, oh yeah, and they shuffled their hand. Like,
You cheating?
okay, I'm just quitting then.
Alright.
I'm not dealing with this.
Alright, Alex, what is that face down? That face down is terrifying.
It's supposed to be. Could be nothing. Could be everything.
Eh.
You don't know.
No, right? So, first, I'm going to activate Thunder Dragon.
See, knew it was gonna happen. Okay.
And then I'm going to just go ahead and send the second one to the grave to grab the third if my game would render. Okay, there it goes. I can see things. Alright. Alex, alright. I guess I'll start by banishing these two things.
Yeah, figures.
Yep.
I was hoping like to have Necro Valley by now just be like, ah, you can't do that.
I know, right? And I'll special summon Chaos Sork.
Okay.
I am thinking, sir. I am thinking. I'll then activate Premature Burial if that's okay with you.
Sure.
I'll bring back my Mystic Tomato.
Okay.
And then, Battle Phase. I'll attack tomato to tomato.
Sure, they both die.
Yep. Oh, I need to pay 800 for Premature.
Ah. And then tomato effect.
Yep,
Your
yep.
tomato will activate first, mine will resolve first.
Yep. Oh, I did not mean to banish that.
Oh, Dark Hole got banished.
Yeah. So it's not like you got to see any. Alright. What are you picking, sir? What are you picking?
I'm literally looking at everything in my deck and just saying, what do I want? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go for another tomato.
And I think I'll just match that energy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then tomato to tomato again, I guess.
Cool.
And we'll just deck then, whatever.
Are we just gonna dump the other tomatoes to the grave right now?
Sure. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do
Okay. We just know it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will be bringing out Witch of the Black Forest on the last one. I'm so happy to have pulled those tomatoes.
Unfortunately, I think I'm doing the same thing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but I won't be attacking your witch. I will attack a assailant though. Pray
So, since you attacked finally, I'm going to Ring of Destruction that.
Ring of Destruction is pretty good. Alright. Main phase 2. Yes. Oh wait, did I normal summon? I did normal summon this turn yet.
You normal summon the tomato.
No, I brought tomato back with premature burial.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's right, you did. Okay.
I'm trying to think. Do I want to play defensively right now? I'm going to.
I mean, based on what I have on the field, I cannot kill you.
That's what you have on the field. That doesn't mean you can't kill me. Right. Boom! I'll Monster Reborn Chaos Sword.
Okay.
It just must.
All right, I wanted to read it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to read it first.
And then, since it's a new monster, I'll activate its effect, Banishing Witch.
Okay. Finish.
And then with that, I'll end my turn, my good sir.
Okay, so stand by me.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go ahead. You should be real happy that you already used your spells. So, I'm going to kill that.
Mm-hmm.
Activate the field.
Mm-hmm.
And then normal summon Giant Rat.
Giant Rat is pretty good.
Battle phase.
Yep.
You know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take 900.
I figured you would.
And Rat effect.
Yep.
I think it's the best choice.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time.
I'm going to attack that. And I'll just pay the 2,000, you know?
Yeah. And I will take 11 question mark.
Yes, it should be 11. And then we'll attack there.
Yep. And I will take 100 and then I'll take 600, right?
600, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a watcher.
And I'll take 2,000. What?
Yeah.
We have a watcher? And then witch effect.
Yeah.
And with witch effect, I think I'll just grab. Give me Fiber Jar.
So I will go ahead and pass turn.
So that's the third. That's for turn 1. So we'll do that. Necro Valley causes all kinds of problems.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I knew this, practicing around the Edo Pro, that this was a problem. But I didn't see any of the answers for it. So we're here. So I'm just set that. And hope you can't kill me.
So that is Fiber Jar. I know that's Fiber Jar. You're gonna battle.
Okay.
Attack. I know this is Fiber Jar.
It is Fiber Jar.
I just gotta read it again.
Everything
Shuffles all cards from the hand, field, and graveyard into the deck and draws 5 cards. Okay.
Yep.
So.
I wish there was a faster way to do this.
So do I.
But, I'll take what I can get.
Okay.
As long as I've had Fiber Jar.
Okay, pause for a sec. Thank you. I need to just be able to put that one back.
And then Fiber Jar still died though. And send that to Gray. Shuffle.
What if I draw a Royal Tribute and my field spell? I just make you discard every monster and you don't have a draw next turn.
You are correct. That would suck. Depending on how many monsters
That
I
would
draw.
be awesome.
Shuffle. And since I got rid of 3 monsters, I mean, there's a high chance that I won't draw a monster.
Okay. We'll go main phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then activate.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what's coming out?
Necro Valley, yep.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what's happening after that?
You're gonna activate Necro Valley.
Yeah, I guess what's happening next.
You're gonna Royal Tribute for game.
I fucking quit.
Okay.
I was like, I drew one of them, I needed the other one, and it would have just been perfect.
Yeah.
Set a monster and then activate Royal Tribute. Oh my god, you would have just lost.
Nice. I'll set 2 and pass it back, sir.
So, stand by main.
Mm-hmm.
And activate Terraforming.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well just get, you know,
The
this out of my
second
deck.
copy. Yep.
We'll activate Raigeki.
Oh. I shall
Maybe
go.
you're going first.
Of course I would. Why do I want to start the game with no cards? I'll draw for turn.
Draw for two. Yeah.
I will set that, and I almost quit. I don't know why I almost quit, but I almost quit. All right.
Okay. So I'm gonna go stand by main.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to play around columns, so Graceful Charity.
Hold on. Let me think. I didn't say okay or nothing. You just doing stuff.
Do you have anything you can actually do to it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fuck it. That's there.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
So, let me draw my other 2 back.
Mm-hmm.
And then... I don't actually want that right now, so that's 1. I actually think this is the better option to discard right now.
Yep.
So let's shuffle that up, because I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to normal summon Giant Rat.
Giant Rat is pretty good.
Attack.
Alright, it is my Shining Angel.
Okay.
And I'll just go ahead and grab another copy.
Okay. Main phase 2. I'm going to set 1
Mm-hmm.
and pass.
Okay. Alright. I'm going to Reckless here.
Okay.
That's interesting. That is interesting. I know that face down is MST.
Well, if I told you it isn't.
Probably. I'm gonna switch Shiny Angel to defense mode.
Okay.
I'm going to set 2 and end.
So stand by main.
Okay.
I'm going to Raigeki.
Sure.
Ooh! I thought one of those was going to be like, I was going to set monster was either Witch or Sangan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. Will normal summon Witch?
Yep.
Battle phase?
Yep.
Okay, I was like, do you have Wabaku?
Mm-hmm.
25, and then pass turn.
On end phase, all Reckless green.
Okay.
And then turn 1 for both Recklesses. I will Pot of Greed here.
Okay.
Since you wouldn't activate, I'm gonna just force you to activate it, or it's not it.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Oops. Alright. So we will banish a light and dark for Chaos Sword.
Okay.
And then I will normal summon, if it'll allow it, Gravekeeper Spirit Soldier.
Okay.
Now, we do have a bit of dilemma here. Both of these cards get to that damn Injection Fairy Lily.
Isn't it wonderful that Injection Fairy Lily is just so small? So many cards can get to it.
It's so annoying. Battle phase.
Okay.
I'll attack into the Giant Rat.
I will take 100.
Mm-hmm.
And get
Another Giant Rat.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not bringing that out in the lane. You just banish it. Are you kidding me?
Main phase 2. I'll
Yep.
go ahead and banish the Giant Rat.
Okay.
And I'll pass it back.
So I'm going to stand by me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start off with Terraforming.
Okay.
And that'll get me greatest field spell in the game so far. Actually, this is the best field spell in the game other than Mystic Mind.
Without a doubt. Like, I mean,
okay, now I'm about to really, really piss you off.
Dark Hole and Royal Tribute.
Just Dark Hole.
Okay. And then you're gonna
But-
normal Injection Fairy Lily and punch me for 34.
Maybe. Yeah, which effect? Do I? I mean, I could. I might as well, actually, yeah. Because you can't summon another Chaos monster.
You are correct. I cannot.
So, normal.
Yep.
Battle face. I'll pay the 2,000. And end turn.
Alright, and that's turn 2 for Reckless. I can't do anything but set and pass it back. The Lily is just too big.
I will activate Terraforming.
Oh, okay, doke.
Grab Necro Valley.
Yep.
And then send this Terraforming to grave. Read Injection Fairy Lily, just so I know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's damage calculation. Cool.
Yep.
So I can normal insane again.
Mm-hmm.
I will attack your monster.
It is Fiber Jar, so you can either take 100 or you can activate it, but either way, you're gonna take some damage here.
I'm going to take some damage, so I'm going to go 100.
Yep. And then Fiber Jar's effect.
Yep. God damn it. Okay. I guess I'll wait until you're done with, since I'm not using the mouse, I'll wait till you're done with the regular pick up and
Alright, mine's a little bit faster, but it won't go back now, for whatever reason.
you went too fast, now the game just doesn't like you.
Yeah, but now it's just like, oh, you're dead. No, you can't do anything now.
I'm just going to start shuffling my
There it
deck.
goes. There it goes.
Fiber Jar does go back.
It does not.
Each player shuffles all cards from their hand, field, and graveyard into the deck, and it didn't die, so it goes back into the deck.
Oh, you're right. It didn't die. You are correct, sir.
I was like, I can take 2,000 or I can take 100.
Alright. What is it? /draw 5? So much easier.
So we will main phase 2.
Yep.
Activate.
Terraforming is fine.
Can I just place this in Spell and Trapper Zone? I can't. You can do it in Spell and Trapper Zone, but you can't just straight up there. Actually, I don't even know if I really wanted to activate that, but it is what it is. We're just gonna roll a tribute. Oh hell yeah! Okay. I will show you mine. I should have set this, but at the same time you have MST, so I'm really happy I didn't. And then end turn.
Yep.
So stand by me.
Yep.
Normal summon Sangan and get hit by that compulse.
Yes.
And pass turn.
All right. Normal the witch.
Okay.
I'll punch for 11,
Okay.
and I'll pass it over.
So stand by me.
Mm-hmm.
I will control the witch.
I will Book of Moon the witch. Oops.
Okay. I still get it.
Do you?
It doesn't have to be face up.
Because it targets one monster. It
Target
becomes
one
a
monster.
different monster.
It's set. It is still a monster. We've been through this ruling before. It doesn't matter if it's face up or not. It's a monster still, and it's been targeted. So it's one of the rulings. The ruling that it ended up transitioning all the way down to is virtual world has to target a monster, a virtual world monster, spell, or trap. And if you Book of Moon their monster, it still says, hey, this was a monster that I targeted. I still get to resolve the effect.
I feel like it changes the
It's still that same monster.
I'm reading. Give me a sec. The monster is returned to its previous controller at the end of the turn. Okay. Yep. You're right.
So it does get to be flipped face up though, because it hasn't been summoned yet. So I'm going to flip summon.
Yep.
This which is the Black Forest. Normal summon Sangan.
Oh well, then I just lose then, don't I? Yep.
Yeah, and punch for game.
Because if I had known that, I wouldn't have done that. But okay.
It's a niche ruling. It really is, because some of them say target a face-up monster.
If you guys enjoyed today's video and you would like to see more, I'm salty that I lost. I shouldn't have lost. Like I want you to know that I played 45 games against the Yugioh Pro bot, right? And the Yugioh Pro bot does make some dumbass decisions. We'll go there. But I was like, okay, if I know Alex would have destroyed the thing, then I just won't use it. It'll just sit there on the field as a dead card. Or it'll sit in my hand as a dead card, and I'll be like, okay, Alex would have destroyed this. Essentially, so I would wind up like losing 2 cards almost in certain circumstances, and I still would won every time except for 2 times. One time I did something very stupid and lost, and I knew I did some because I accidentally activated Dark Hole instead of setting it, because I was setting all my spells and traps because I was like, well, I don't want to get hand destructioned over and over again by confiscation. You know, so I was like, I'll just set all the spells and traps and not worry about it. If he does do something crazy, then he just does something crazy. And that's what my thought process was. But I accidentally activated Dark Hole, and then it killed me there. And then the second game that I lost was because I had, what was it? I Chaos Sorked, and I didn't do the math correctly, because I attacked with everything, and then I used Chaos. It's not Chaos Sork, sorry. I attacked with everything, and then I attacked with everything except Chaos Sork because I didn't read the card, and it targets only face-up monsters or whatever. And I was like, oh no. And then I had to target Chaos Sork because I was like, I'd rather get rid of that than anything else on the board. And then the computer was able to just wipe out all the little monsters and then just like killed me. I was like, shit. But that was my own, that was another like dumbass mistake or whatever. But yeah, I literally had, as long as I had the MSTs or Giant Trunade or whatever, which I had literally every single game when I was playing against the computer, I had no issues whatsoever. So I was like, he's going to run Necker Valley and I'm just going to destroy it and we're going to move on with our day. Didn't see any of my protection against Necker Valley until this game. And by then, it was too freaking late. And then a missed play cost me. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's video and you would like to see more, please consider hitting that like button. Comment in the comment section so we can get more community engagement and stuff like that. Share it to your friends. Anybody that you know would like Yu-Gi-Oh, especially old school Yu-Gi-Oh, since it's a little bit better, in my opinion. Go ahead and share it to them. Let them bask in the glory of Yu-Gi-Oh. And hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all future stuff. And until next time, we'll now deactivate now that you're satisfied with your care. Bye.